Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Self-Care Saturday. It's been a little bit, huh? We've been checking in and doing our drop-ins for Self-Care Saturday. But as far as us being able to come on a live, we haven't had the chance to yet. So I'm excited though, because today we have a guest on with us. Good morning. I'm super excited. It's time for our Self-Care Saturday check-in. I hope you all can hear me okay. Please go tag a friend. You do not want to miss this conversation, okay? I dropped it in the chat. We got them tagged and everything. We are super excited about hosting this conversation. But it is Women's History Month. So 2 things I'm going to ask you to drop in the chat. How do you celebrate Women's History Month? Like, do you host brunches? Is it a time where you reflect on some of the major women in your life that have been influential or impactful? Do you attend events? Things like that. How do you celebrate Women's History Month? Hey, Les. And then on top of that, what is one of your self-care practices? So we're super excited again. We got a wonderful guest who's going to be joining us soon. But the conversation today is time for a Self-Care Saturday check-in. Like, it's one of those things where we don't necessarily all the time put a lot of emphasis into our self-care, especially as Black women, especially as moms. But it's something that we have to be more intentional about. So stay with us. Hey. Stay with us. Go tag a friend. Tell somebody to come join us as we invite our guests. Cannot wait. Hold on. Let's get her on here, y'all. Because our topic for today, this Self-Care Saturday, is, hey.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Hold on. Let me get you off my... Here we go. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Try to minimize the background noise. Good morning. How are you, Nikki?
I'm good. How are you?
I am super great. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Self-Care Saturday check-in. And this is super dope because it's actually our first check-in for Women's History Month.
Yeah.
Hey to everybody who's tuning in. Welcome to Coco Black here with the beautiful Nikki of YoniPhresh. And today our Self-Care Saturday subject is Your Yoni Health Matters. So, if you know what we're talking about, this is I gotta be honest, Nikki, like, I never even really thought about it. Like, you walk down aisles, the feminine product aisles, you see some of the little commercials that used to come on, but I cannot say I truly learned about the health of my yoni. So first off, I need to know, like, what the term, where educate us around the term yoni. Introduce yourself as well, and let's just kind of get this conversation going because I was super excited about this one.
Hi, guys. So my name is Nikki, and I am the owner of YoniPhresh. So YoniPhresh, well, Yoni is your vagina. So so Yoni.
That's why I got my earmuffs on today, because got some ear hustlers.
Yeah.
So yeah, those who are tuning in, we are here. Coco Black Self-Care Saturday check-in. Your yoni health matters, and Nikki was just about to enlighten us about our yoni. Go ahead.
So it's everything that has to do with your yoni, which is your vagina and your womb. So we'll start off with your steams. So YoniPhresh is basically it helps with recurrent BV. It helps with yeast infections. It helps like the all the herbs and the natural oils just help with everything that has to do with your yoni. They say that you're not supposed to. I'm nervous. They say
you're among friends here, and we need to know, okay? Like, some situations be going on. We got some moms here, some queens that have been through some things.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is important.
So it helps with recurrent BV. If you have endometriosis, if you have heavy menstrual bleeding, if you have painful cramps, it lightens your skin up. It helps with
lighten your skin up.
Yes. So I'll get into everything.
Okay.
So this here is your Yoni steam seed. Um,
Okay.
it's your Yoni steam seed. Um, these are your Yoni herbal steams.
And so I have been a user, okay, of the steam seeds, minerals, and the wonderful tangible that she has there. And I was definitely floored. I was floored. That was actually my first time using it. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I had ordered some before by somebody. They'll remain nameless, one, because I can't remember, and two, just because whatever. I had ordered like this little set and it never came. Like it never came. I forgot about it. It's probably been about 2 years now. Like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna keep it moving. So yours was, I don't know if I shared that with you when okay, sorry y'all. Let me back up a minute. So I met Nikki. Let's start there. I met Nikki at an event that we hosted in partnership with Color of Change, Bistro at the Mall, in Germantown, Philadelphia. Okay. So we were in the Germantown area, uptown area of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So we had this event back during the holidays, a deck the mall, and we had all kinds of amazing vendors, but y'all, it was cold outside. It was cold outside. It
Yes,
was wet outside. But when I tell you these vendors show up, they was like, they about their business, okay? And I was so thankful for it because one of the amazing vendors that I met was Nikki. And so that's how I got introduced to YoniPhresh. So I am a user. I did use it, and I was like, I didn't know what to expect because I've heard so much about it. And maybe you can even help us understand too. Like, it seems like it's becoming more popular, or maybe it's just because I'm in this space and I'm seeing it more. I don't know. But that's how I met Nikki. So I just want y'all to know how you see how we be cultivating community. So we stay bringing y'all these amazing resources.
yeah.
So I'm sorry, Nikki. Continue on about the products that you have.
So these are the herbs. I have three different kinds. They all do the same thing. It's one. This one here are just for cooling. Is cooling herbs. So it doesn't just also help with your infections and stuff. It also helps with um, menopause symptoms,
Mm.
PCOS, if you have any cysts, if you have abnormal paps, like all of these, everything is, it all works for that. Really,
Mm-hmm.
all works for that. And not to mention, I'm sorry, not to
That's okay.
mention, it helps with vaginal moisture. It helps increase your vaginal moisture. Helps
Y'all hear that?
your helps increase your sex drive, and yes, and it actually really works. If you know anything about herbs and natural oils,
Mm,
it works. Everything
that's true.
works. um,
And it's getting us back to, I guess, the natural harmony that our body yearns for.
yeah,
And this is why we probably should not be using those over the counter
yeah,
chemicals, like I mentioned, like,
it,
especially, what was the douches? Remember those?
yes,
They still around?
yes, it is not safe. Yep, it is not safe. That's what brings on your recurrent BV and yeast infections a lot of the times. Um,
Tell people what BV is just in case they like me and was like,
oh yes, bacterial vaginosis.
there you go.
I started this because I would always get BV. Even when I
Hmm.
wasn't sexually active, I would always get BV. And it was like, why am
Hmm.
I BV all the time? Why am I getting yeast infections? And come to find out, I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the only one. So um, this is my little baby. Like, I really love it. And I love educating everyone because not everyone really knows. Like, Yoni health is definitely underrated.
I got questions. I got a couple questions
Okay.
before you go.
Okay.
So this is your baby. So how long has YoniPhresh been in existence?
So a little over a year. I celebrated a year in January.
Woo! Happy birthday, Yoni.
Thank you.
Okay, so a little over a year, you got into it because of your own experience, which I think many of us, especially from an entrepreneur perspective, that's probably how most of these service and products come to be,
Yeah.
is we've had our own difficulties with it. So let me get a little, personal, transparent in this next question. So I know that I've experienced like in the past, like, challenges with yeast infections.
Mm-hmm.
And I've known a lot of people that have had the same experience.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really figure out what was like bringing it on. So you mentioning how the herbs can kind of help to counter that, I keep hearing about some pH balance.
Yeah.
And so talk to me a little bit about, I guess that's my question, like, help us understand a little bit about what happens also when that pH balance is off and what that even means.
So when your pH balance is off, that most of the time you'll get an odor. If not,
Mm-hmm.
you'll get an odor. So you'll know, like if you get yeast infections, you can tell when
Mm-hmm.
you know you're getting a yeast infection. So um, I have Yoni oil here. I have
Ooh.
almonds, and it has the herbs in it. It has rose, which is good for your yoni, calendula, which is great for your yoni, and lavender, which is great for your yoni. So whenever you experience any of that, you will use your yoni oil. You will put it in between your lips. You also can use it on the outside of your bikini area just to brighten your skin up. But these are the things that you can use. Like you can steam if you don't have an IUD, because you can't use it if you have an IUD. If you're
Ah.
the steam you can use if you have an IUD. If you're pregnant, you
Mm-hmm.
can use it. And if your menstrual is on, or if you're bleeding of any kind, you cannot use the steam. But once you realize that your pH balance is off, or any of those symptoms, you can use your steam. You can use your yoni oil. You can drink your tea. I have womb tea. It
Womb tea.
yeah,
Ooh.
it's all the herbs and minerals in it. Helps with just your womb. It helps with infertility as well. But you don't have to want to try to get pregnant to use
Okay.
it. It helps with your uterus. It just helps with everything. It helps with your peace of mind. Um, so all of those things.
Yes.
These are large bars. This one in particular is is the
I
tea
use
tree.
that too.
Yep, it helps with your
Hey, Kissy Brown Sugar.
well. I have the small ones. I don't know if you can see, but you can see the herbs in it. And
Yep.
all are safe. Some people are very sensitive. Like I said, myself is very sensitive. So it helps with that. Um, and
So
just
that's good to know too about the sensitivity. Oh, what's that you got in your hand?
yeah,
What's that jar?
this is our Yoni Rose Sugar Scrub.
Ooh.
Well. It helps brighten your skin up. It smells so lovely. The rose
Oh,
smell is so, like, who knew that rose and calendula, like who knew that mint, and who knew these things were great for your yoni. Lavender, who knew that? Like some people know that it calms you down, but
yes,
who knew?
yes. Yes, I've known, it calms and all of that, but
Yeah,
wow.
like who knew? Um, I have a Yoni body wash. This is the tea tree as well. I have lemon. I have a his and hers soap and body wash. So the his and hers is my favorite. It's for both men and women.
Okay.
So all the herbs and natural oils are great for men and women. So if you have like an itching, like everything just does the same. It's just everything
Hmm.
just smells differently, but it everything. I love it. I love it.
So what would you suggest, like for those who are tuning in, if they wanted to kind of get a regiment going? How often should you steam? How often should you use oil? Hey, everybody who's tuning in, let me just do a quick
Yes,
commercial
hi,
break.
bye.
Hey, everybody that's tuning in. It is Alexia, your Coco Mom Evolve, and I am here with the beautiful Nikki of YoniPhresh. And today, our Self Care Saturday check in is your Yoni health matters. Okay, it is important as a woman, especially as a Black woman. There's so many things that disrupt our pH, our balance in general.
Yes,
And then when we were just talking about our pH balance. and how that can be thrown off. And again, I know it's been years and years and years, decades, I guess, since I experienced a yeast infection, and I only had it one time. But when I did, it was awful.
Mm,
And what was interesting is that I had no idea like what brought it on. So when I went to go see my OBGYN, she asked me about the foods I had eaten.
mm.
And she was like, actually, that's honestly what we ended up being able to narrow it down to. Like there was just some foods that even can disrupt your health in that area. And so what we're talking about now, you all, and if you have questions, please drop them in the chat for Nikki. She's an educator in this area, and she's been through certain things as well. So she knows it because she's experienced it, and she came up with a solution for it. And so we all know how crucial that is. So yeah, so what would be like a regimen? How often should we steam or use the oil, for instance? And like, what's a good regimen?
Okay, so before I go with the regimen, like you said, for the yeast infections with your food, also sometimes it could be your laundry detergent.
Oh,
Yep, so I wash my undergarments in all free and clear laundry detergent because that could throw it off as well.
oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I forgot about that. Yep.
So steams you could steam every week if you want to. You could steam monthly. Like I started off steaming monthly, then I started off steaming bi-weekly, and then I just changed it to weekly. So I have
Weekly. Okay.
Yes. So I have a soon to be 13-year-old and I have a 1 year old. And so the y'all could just imagine the 1 year old is all over the place. And so sometimes for me to just have a peace of mind, I wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning and I'll do my steam before everybody gets up. Or I'll do it, while everybody is asleep at night. It just helps you
Oh.
bad day, helps bring that peace of mind.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
steam weekly. Your womb tea you can drink once a day. You can exfoliate 3 times a week. It's best to exfoliate. Don't over exfoliate. Your soaps
Okay.
you can use every day. Your Yoni oil you can use every single day. I take it everywhere I go. I use it
Yes.
every time you use the restroom. Um,
Oh, so every time you go to the restroom after you freshen yourself, you can
yeah,
use the oil.
yeah, oil. You can use it on your menstruals as well. So you can, like, if you're a person that use liners or pads, you can put it on your liners and pads. It just helps keep you very fresh.
So you can't. So just so y'all know, for those who are just tuning in, you cannot steam while you're on your menstrual,
But
for amongst some other things, but you can use the oil.
yes, yeah, you can use the oil and your soaps and your scrubs. You can use all of that. I wish you guys could smell everything through the phone.
I wish they could too. Okay, it is amazing, amazing.
Smells so good. Just smelling it gives you some type of peace. Um, so here is our foaming wash, our foaming feminine wash. So it's the scent of it is lemongrass. If you smell lemongrass, you would understand how good it smells. That helps with recurrent BV. It helps with the vaginal moisture as well. It helps with the vaginal tightness as well. Your yeast infections, all of that.
Y'all hear that? Moisture and tightness, y'all. Y'all better get in. Y'all better get in on this.
And
It is Women's History Month. You do not want your history, your legacy. I'm
yeah,
gonna let you go. Go ahead.
so amazing. You can use it on your face too, just as well as the yoni oil. But you can use the feminine wash on your face. You can use the scrub all over your body. The yoni
Well, that makes sense because if you're gonna put it down, if you're gonna put it on your yoni, you
exactly
got to
because
be able to.
use for your face, they tell you can use down there. Yep, yep. And I didn't know that. I really didn't know that, which I don't know why, but I didn't know that until one of my wonderful customers told me
Oh,
she had a breakout and she used it for her face. And I'm like, oh my God. So now I have to promote
come on,
breakout.
sis. The multiple
Yeah,
uses of
yeah,
it. So you all who are just joining us, thanks for coming in
yeah.
and rocking out with us. It is your Self-Care Saturday check-in with Coco Life
Thank
Black.
y'all.
Y'all better show up, okay, for Nikki, founder, owner of YoniPhresh. And this morning, our Self-Care Saturday check-in is Your Yoni Matters. So we're just talking about a regimen. So you were talking about the oil. So I really like that piece about the oil. So you can even put it like on a panty liner if you use that. You can use it daily after you go to the bathroom to help freshen up. And so besides, and then you mentioned about the moisture and the tightening of it, which is awesome with using this. Okay, so what else? What else should we be incorporating into our regimens?
Um, uh, let's see. Oh, exfoliating gloves is a must. Exfoliating sponge is a must.
Ooh, okay.
So
So why?
that,
So yeah,
yep, it kills your dead skin cells, which we have to let those go. It kills your dead skin cells. It helps with your ingrown hairs if you have any. It helps brighten your skin. Basically, to say it goes hand in hand with the scrub. I actually use one for my face and I use one for my yoni. Um,
yes.
yes, so it's definitely
That's good for those of us who like used to have two rags.
yes,
That's for the two rag people.
exactly, same thing.
We're not judging y'all non two rag people, but we just
Yeah.
saying ill.
Okay, now this little baby right here. This is one. This is I use everything that I make everything as well, minus about 3 or 4 products. This is one that I do not make. This is called the Yoni Pearl. It comes in a pack of 3.
Okay.
This is it's so small. It's like a herbal tampon. It's really really amazing. Um, you use it. Well, it stays in for 24 hours. It has a very long string. And for everybody that's listening, make sure you read your instructions. But it has a very long string, so you just insert it, and you can use your yoni oil to insert it. But it helps with your cysts, it helps with your BV, it helps with your yeast infections, it helps keep you fresh. So basically, what it's doing is when you put it up there for that 24 hours, it's cleansing all the toxins and all of the old blood clots. It's cleansing all of those things out. Um, when you take it out, you will have to use a liner because you will purge. You will purge up to 7 days. Everybody body is different. Some people purge for 2 days. Some people purge for 3. I've never heard anyone that purged for 7 days. But we just to be safe, we purge for up to 7 days. Um, it's amazing. Everything that you will
Yeah, she said I live for the pearls.
because all of that bad stuff is coming out, but it's so you'll feel so much better after. You'll feel so much better after. I promise you.
Oh my gosh, so that's the pearl. And how long did you say you leave it up there again?
24 hours.
24 hours
One.
for one. Okay.
Yep. And it comes.
Wow.
So some people use 3 at a time, so that means it stays in for 7 too. But if you're
Oh.
in for one,
Oh
yeah,
my goodness. Okay, so we got the oil, we got pearls, we got steam, we got tea, we got scrub.
yeah.
What else we got?
um, we also have hand soap because you can't do anything without washing those hands.
Yes,
um,
yes.
Eucalyptus. It smells really, really wonderful. I think. Oh,
Ah, we got a question. We got a question in the chat. And this is from our beautiful Coco mom, Veronica. Hey, Ronnie.
hi.
So the question is, would you recommend using after your cycle or, your monthly, so to speak?
So definitely the steam, but your pearls would be good as well. Um,
Hmm.
because it cleans out everything. It cleans out all your old blood clots and everything. So if you're a person that uses tampons, you would definitely want to use the pearls. The steam that's a definite. But
Hmm.
like if you're like I said, if you're a person, even if you don't use tampons, but the pearls and the steam for sure, and your wombs,
Yeah.
your
Mm.
it cleanses your body as well.
The womb tea sounds great. So let me ask this question, because we, Coco Life Got Black, we are supporting moms in 3 key stages: pregnancy, postpartum, and compassion.
Mm.
We're cultivating community. We're sharing resources like this. Like, this is an amazing resource. And sometimes it's like you said, we started off and Nikki said to us, our yoni health is one of sometimes the most underrated as it relates to where we need to be intentional. And we don't give it enough attention, which is crazy for us because what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, we need to be intentional about it. So what about for our those stages, our pregnancy moms,
Oh,
our postpartum moms,
definitely.
even for our compassion moms? I know we love on them so much. And so some of this could be advantageous. So what do you got? What you thinking?
Yeah, so I'm so sorry I left that out. Healing postpartum, the steam is a definite. The steam is a definite. And the womb take. But as long as you're not breastfeeding, as long, yeah. So if
Okay.
you're not breastfeeding, yeah, you can't use it. But the steam, definitely, it heals your postpartum and the womb take. Yep.
See?
Yeah.
See? So y'all look out. The postpartum boxes, they
Yeah.
might be including some YoniPhresh stuff in there.
Yes.
Just a little something for y'all to get you started. I'm so intrigued about this conversation, and I just wonder, how do people usually how do people first, I guess, get introduced to the idea of needing to have better yoni health? Like, what has been in your experience, how have people kind of come across it?
So during basically word of mouth, of course, and mostly during my pop-up shops is where, I educate everyone, because I'm a master herbalist as well. So, we talk about, yes. So we talk about everything, just, us being women, us being mothers, and we talk about your yoni health, and everybody is like, what is that? It's the most amazing thing. It's my favorite form of self-care. It's my
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, so you know what's interesting too? I don't know if you saw, but on the Red Table Talk, they just
Yeah.
posted where the three of them,
Oh,
or was it?
it was a while ago.
Yeah,
Yes, where they.
yes, a while ago. Yes, but I just saw it reposted.
Yes, yes. She talked about womb wellness and yes, 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 yes. I seen that. I seen that. I shared that for a while too. um.
I love it.
So,
So, what other tips and suggestions do you have for us?
so lastly, Um, this is our Yoni candy. So well, this is not my last product, but this is the last one I have in stock. But this is the Yoni candy. I call it Yoni candy because it's candy for your vagina, as I would say. But it helps to keep you fresh. You can use once a day. If you're experiencing any of those symptoms that we talked about, as far as itching or yeast infections, BV, anything.
Yeah, any odors, anything like that?
Any dryness, any looseness, you would.
Mm.
So you can use one a day. If you're having any issues, you use one in the morning and one at night. You can like if you use it in the morning, you can be sexually active because that's a question that I always get. Because on the pearls,
They're like, how long I gotta wait?
sexually active, right, right. So, but everything else you can just not the pearl. You have to wait till you're done purging to do that. Um,
Okay, and you may have mentioned, like, is when we were talking about the pearl, but how often should you use the pearl? I mean, I know you can use it
so
for 24 hours per pearl, but how often
you
should
can
you
use
do
it
that?
weekly. Like you can use once a week if you
Okay,
want to. Yep, you can use it bi-weekly. You can use it monthly. Yep,
okay,
up to you.
okay.
Whatever you feel.
Wow. So these are, y'all, I mean, take it all in, because these are some amazing gifts as well that you can give for people, yourself as well. So the first gift of self-care should be to yourself, honor your body, honor your womb. And then intentionally thinking about our other sisters and those who are in need of being as intentional as you're being. This is a great gift to get them started. So what would be like if somebody wanted to come, because everybody's going to go to
Yeah,
your page and go order some stuff,
yeah.
but what would be like where you think they should start? Like, what's a good first three things that I should buy? Or do you have a kit or a package? Like, where should I start?
I do have a kit. I actually have to update my. I have to update that item because I do have everything in stock now. But the kit is the steam seat. The steam, which our steam comes with a complimentary mini bottle of wine. If you.
You ain't said nothing but a word for these women, okay?
It comes with the steam. It comes with a large soap, a large it could be tea tree. I just put whichever one I have in there. And it comes with the oil because the oil is a must have. If everybody who's listening who has used it, everybody knows that the oil is a must have. So that's where I would start. That's what I would start. Even if you don't start with the steam, you could do the womb tea because it really helps with painful cramps. Like for 19 years, I dealt with painful cramps. On my mother's side of the family, literally my sister, which she's on here, we all, my aunts, my great aunts, everyone on my mother's side seemed like they suffered from painful cramps. And it really, really helps. It soothes those cramps. The pearl soothes those cramps. The steam soothes those cramps. So I would start there.
She said, sure is. Just used it. Okay.
All soaps as well if you're, she said, sure, just used it. But I have small soaps, so if you don't want to go big, you can go small. And I'm also, I will post up today, but because it's Women History Month, I will be having a 25% off sale.
Y'all know we love a sale. And because, listen, we were going to go anyway because we believe in honoring, right, the pricing that you have, and we're going to continue to patronize you anyway. So that's perfectly fine. But thank you for that wonderful blessing that you're being. So for those of you who are just tuning in, we are just wrapping up a conversation. I'm Alexia, CocoLife.Black, your Coco Mom Evolve, and I am here with the beautiful Yoni Fresh Coco Mom, okay? And it is all about your Yoni health matters. Y'all, if you missed this conversation, that's okay. You can go back and watch the playback. It'll be here. We're going to post it on YouTube, but we're also going to have Nikki back on a Coco Connect that we do because this is an important conversation. And again, as we said, we minimize the health of our yoni, and we shouldn't. It's so critical to our being, if you will. So Nikki was just telling us how we can go in order and what's some great ways to get started with our Yoni Fresh purchases.
Yes, and I would like to my sister posted up, which I'm so glad she said something because I didn't want to say it. But it helped her with her cancerous cells. It helps get rid of her cancerous cells. Yeah, so
oh my sis, wait, where's sis? Do sis need to come on, sis? You want to join us? Go ahead and hit the I'm gonna come on button. She like, I ain't jumping. Sis, I missed that part. I'm glad you caught it, Nikki.
So I believe it was 3 years. Every time she would go,
What?
they were abnormal. And so once she started steaming, and just using the womb tea and just using everything. She said, I don't know how to.
Wait, let me figure out how to get her on. What is she, Sean Jazz?
Yes, and Jazz.
Shan Jazz.
Yes.
Let me see. All right, Shan Jazz. Come. She like, I'm ready. She ready.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I see her. Oh, there she go. There she go.
Thank you for joining.
No problem.
Hi, sissy.
I just got out the shower. My hair all red. But yes.
So talk to us. How did YoniPhresh help you? Come on with your testimonial. Let's go.
Yes. So for 3 years, I was getting abnormal pap smears, whereas though I had to get the biopsy done, everything like that. So they kept telling me that I had cancerous cells. So after doing, at first I would do the steams monthly. But then once she told me, like, you could do them bi-weekly, I started doing them bi-weekly, keeping up with them. And when I went back in September, my cancerous cells was gone. And I'm like, yes. So I am 100% sure that it came from that because for 3 years, I'm like, how, like, what is going on? They couldn't figure it out. They just had to keep, testing me to make sure they didn't, become anything, harmful or anything. But yes, I am a testimony of it and I live by it. And I can't wait for you to send me my care package.
Yes.
Because I'm ready.
Because she just moved.
That's what I'm about to ask. Where are you, sissy? What part of the country you in?
Now I'm in Georgia. Yep.
Oh, yes. Shout out to, are you like in the Atlanta area at all?
No, Lithonia. And Lithonia.
Okay. Well,
yep.
Yes, we got some beautiful Coco queens.
And yes, look, I got my Yoni oil and everything. I literally
right. Come on, walk with us. Let's go on a field trip. Come on, sis.
Yes.
Look, this she almost going.
Oh!
That's why you heard me say, like, I'm waiting for my care package.
But yes,
the pearls and everything.
She loves the mint. And the
Okay.
helps with your spasms as well. So with the Yoni body wash and everything, and the soaps as well, they help with eczema, they help with psoriasis,
Mm-hmm.
they help with depression, it helps with your energy.
It helps get rid of that brown awkward stage after your menstrual.
Yeah. Your
I'm
cycle.
telling
Yeah.
you, and I would get the worst cramps in the world. I barely get cramps. I don't even know now when it pop up
Oh,
on me, because now
We need to
it's
know
moving around. It I
don't
I
know
don't
what
get the
you're
warning
doing.
signs at all.
Yep.
I don't
so
get them.
real quick, can y'all in the audience do me a favor? I need a big favor from y'all, okay? Everybody who's tuning in, anybody that has the opportunity to, because this conversation about menstruals and menstrual health was just uplifted by our beautiful sis Shanika over at the Black Moms blog. So I need y'all to tag her. I just dropped her link in there. So I need y'all to tag her on this post so that she can, because she loves to uplift amazing queens that are doing amazing things for Black women. She has the book, Oh Sis, You're Pregnant, which I love as a postpartum doula. I love the content of it. I'm trying my hardest to get it on the reading list of Dona International, which is who I got certified through. So it's an amazing, amazing initiative that she has going on. So tag her, make sure that she sees this so that she can take the contents of this conversation and
Mm-hmm.
share what Nikki is doing with her audience. You should see she's got thousands and thousands of followers, and that's what we do. We support each other. If you can't go to YoniPhresh right now and grab yourself, well, it's discounted, so you may be able to, but I ain't checking everybody's pocket. So if you may not be able to go purchase something right now, you can tag Black Mom Blog on this conversation and forward this to Black Mom Blog so that she can see it, and that will help amplify her brand. That's what we do as sisters. That's what we do as queens.
Oh,
You got this
so,
beautiful sister on here
yes.
that is sharing her experience, and she gives testimony to the fact that it was this
Yes.
product.
Much.
Yep. It's the truth.
So wow, I thank y'all so much. Nikki, thank you for your obedience.
Thank you.
Thank you for your passion. Any final words that you have that you want to share with everybody before we wrap up?
Um, your honey yup matters. It really matters. Take time, pour into your yoni, and I promise you, you won't regret it. Yes,
Let me,
pour into your yoni. I promise you will not regret it. And your womb,
yeah,
I guarantee
yeah.
you. I promise you. Thank you
Y'all heard it.
so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Alexia. I really appreciate
Oh,
you.
thank you for reaching out. So we were supposed to do this like a while ago. And so all of the stuff that's going on in my brain.
Yes.
But let me tell you, Nikki reached out and was like, hey, so when can we jump on? Right. Cause right. And I thank you for holding me accountable
This
because I
is
did. It was
key.
absolutely charging to my mind and not my heart
Yes,
because I wanted to
exactly.
have this conversation
Yes.
because I was so unfamiliar with it, right? I didn't know how crucial, and nor did I, and I think that's what happens too, right? You, even if you knew, you don't know what to do about it. So now we have a solution.
Yes.
Our beautiful sister, and I know there's other queens out there that have products too that may be able to support your YoniPhresh. So, we are all about lifting up each other and our voices, but you got a resource right here now. So make sure y'all go tap into her
Yes. Yes.
and take full
Yes.
advantage.
Questions, just DM me. You can email me. Just let me know.
Yes, let me know. Okay, I ain't gonna bless y'all with that today. But thank y'all so much for rocking out with us. Self-Care Saturday check-in. Make sure you follow CocoLife.Black everywhere we are located. YouTube, CocoLife.Black spelled out, which is where this video will end up, as well as on Facebook and our website, www.cocolife.black. Like we really are, .black, y'all. We love y'all. Peace and love, and enjoy the
Thank
rest of your Self-Care
you.
Saturday. Bye.
Bye.